Exactly, yeah.
He recently went and did an interview, with 16 Shot him.
Now, I don't know who that is. You got to inform me too.
Don't nobody know who he is.
Okay, Skip, come on.
Unfortunately, right? Anyway, but in his interview, he said a lot of stuff, right? I just want to know about these things that he is saying about you.
Right.
Say you scammer, you're a fraud. Did you do fraud? Did you run around taking money from your community and you were spending it on other things? Sort of like a preacher do in the church.
Now, that would only be true if I made money to do that. So, okay, listen to me. He's accusing me of committing a crime. So, like, am I a hoe if I press charges on him and take him to court and say you're falsely?
He already in jail for it.
But I'm not saying, I'm just bringing it up, right? Because when you accuse me of robbery and accuse me of theft, right? That could put a target on my back. Who's the fuck to say you won't accuse me of scamming somebody's sister? Her brother is a stone cold killer. We got to gun it out or go knife for knife. Because you done told this guy I robbed his sister and I ain't never met her, but that ain't going to stop him trying to fuck me up. Just like when say, he hit me. I ain't touch you, but I'm outside fighting every uncle you got because you said that. So my thing is, people have accused me of being a scammer and accused me of committing crimes to try to stop people from genuinely supporting me for over 10 years. But the point is, now, is I'm wrong if I take you into a federal courtroom and tell you to get on the stand and prove that, and if not, you go into prison for 3 to 11 years for publicating misinformation. Because at the end of the day, I file taxes. At the end of the day, I have a legitimate paper trail. I have literal permission from the government of Texas. I mean, from the governor of Texas, Governor Abbott. People don't even know I had to get permission from the United States government to even use a university. He stole that from me. I have literal a stamped seal from the United States government saying, if you wanted to, you could open up a university next to Harvard. We couldn't shut it down because I got the paperwork to say I run a legitimate university. Pause. Let me tell you how important this is. We finish that. I run a legitimate university, not a teacher, not a principal. We can go, me and him right now could go next door to Yale, build some dorms, build some classrooms, and I could teach the law. I have permission to run a legitimate university. I've never scammed anybody. And once again, why do y'all think I sued YouTube? And no, I didn't lose my YouTube lawsuit too. Y'all can stop saying that too. That's another thing I'm gonna clear. But my thing is this, why do y'all think I sued all of these social media platforms? Because they didn't pay me my money and they was keeping all of my money. Like one of the things I argued was I did a live stream that had 400,000 views in one live. I didn't get none of the donations. The live chat was donation. So my thing is, how the fuck am I scamming people when spending money when I'm sitting here arguing about why the fuck is I'm not getting my money?
I believe him.
How is I'm scamming people? Listen to me. How is I'm scamming people when spending money when I'm arguing about where is my money? So first of all, I gotta get the money. I gotta pause. Who gave me money to spend and what did I spend it on? Everything that I purchased, that's still mine. I brought that before people even knew.
So what happened
all
to
my
the views?
Jewelry? What happened to who?
What happened to fuck the money? What happened to the views then?
Well,
Why did the videos? The videos stopped.
Why would I get back on YouTube?
Oh, because they kept taking your stuff down, so you weren't able to get any views because they took all your shit down.
I cannot. Let me repeat this. And I ain't saying repeating this to you because you ain't asked me before. I'm just repeating this on camera because I said it before. But I ain't saying he asked me for like I'm repeating it. I'm just repeating it. Let me repeat this. I actually cannot make an account on any of these platforms. I cannot make a Cash App. It says your Cash App is disabled on your device. I cannot make a YouTube. It says your device.
Who is doing this to you?
Whoever the working it. Thank you. Ping. Whoever the working in the back. I don't know. We don't work back there. But whoever the is back there.
This happened after your...
Jamal? No, this has been happening. No, this has been happening this entire time.
So what year?
He just happened to get himself in trouble at the same time that a lot of was blowing up. Like when he was getting in trouble for whatever he was doing, I was on CNN.
What year would you say that the downfall started kind of happening to you?
Well, I would say that the government and my baby mothers tried to sabotage me when I got off parole in 2020 because that's what happened.
Jamal, baby mama sabotaged him. You believe that happened between him or you believe he did it?
Well, 100%. I'm going to say, and I ain't saying this because I dislike him, I'm going to say, I don't know fully what they saying he did, but if you were threatening to kill somebody's kids you don't know, most likely you did somebody's kids up that you might have knew. Because
he was saying that for clout.
No, stop listening to him.
Yeah, my thing, if you would say you were somebody's kids up that you don't know me. And I'm not saying you got to be scared to me, right? But you also don't know me. You don't know if I'm Hannibal Lecter. You don't know if I wake up and eat your brains with a fork. You don't know me. And you told me you a kid my babies. So you probably did do something to somebody's kids that you know.
think he probably did touch them kids?
I'm gonna tell you this. I don't give a fuck if he did or he didn't. I'm gonna tell you right now, he ain't drop his addy. And I ain't no kid. So we gonna stay right there.
You believe he did that?
Listen, I believe everybody.
I believe even if he didn't sexually abuse them, he probably whooped their ass too far.
No, that's the thing. He was actually convicted before for whooping the child. A lot of people put that under the rug like it don't make sense. But he was
so he got a prior
he was a prior for actually child abuse.
See?
He had a prior for that.
Okay, and I didn't know that.
And in this case, he also had several witnesses that came over and suggested that they saw, let's say they saw things they shouldn't have seen with him
Correct.
as a kid. Right, let's just say that. Allegedly is what they saw. Right?
Correct.
But moving right along, you spoke a lot about melon, man. Let's go deeper into melon. What is melon? And can melon be programmed?
Yep, and I'm gonna tell y'all this right before we start. I don't want nobody in the world to think that you can't make memes about me, that you can't talk about me as freedom of speech. I'm not, no disrespect, I'm not gangstering nobody out of their platform. If you think I got a, you want to talk about my hair right now, you could do that, but under no circumstances am I ever gonna let you threaten my kids at all. Or any kids around me that don't have nothing to do. I was gonna say this, Rashad Jamel ain't the only one that did it that I had to blaze. I had to blaze about 10, 15
You ever
minutes.
had Faison 1 before?
No.
Okay.
I want to ask you a serious question.
No, come with it next. And I said to say this, I want every black person in the world to know that I'ma always get madder at what you do to me than a Caucasian because I don't expect you to do it. Just like I want every to know if you become my baby mother, I'ma always get madder at what you do to me versus the bitch I don't know because I don't expect you to do it, right or wrong. If I go to the club and I leave the club with a bitch I don't know and she robbed me, I gotta kind of hold that down because I didn't know this bitch. I took a risk on a one night stand in the telly and she got me. But my baby mother, are you wild? Like what's going on? And I ain't saying my baby mother right now, I'm just giving a scenario. But if I'm trying to make it this, I want every black person to know this. You could call me on the phone just how these gentlemen called me and I will pull up. You could ask to meet me at Starbucks, you can ask to meet me at the mall. Long as I ain't got to do, I will pull up. You do not got to start to kick it, like to build, like how we build it. What I'm saying is this: you do not got to start a fight or become confrontational to get next to me or to get my attention. Please stop doing that.
Now, what about the melon in the programming? Can skin be programmed?
Anything with a genetic code can be programmed. So yes, skin can be programmed, but I want to stress that anything that, like for example, a virus is a piece of DNA that didn't completely die. So it became something, and whatever that something is, whether it was a sickness, an organism, a parasite, right? Who knows? But the thing is this, as long as your DNA can conduct an electrical signal, it don't gotta be complete. It just gotta be able to conduct the signal. Just like if that phone motherfucker broke, they get something like I said, work them phones. So yes, skin can be programmed. A lot of things can, anything with a genetic sequence can be manipulated.
Who controls the programming?
I was just finna say that's why I switched to manipulator. See? Brain thing I was saying.
Yeah.
The program is already set by the creator, the universe. What you doing is you going in there and you tweaking it. So like the universe said, you know what I'm saying? Your eye color and your hair color was supposed to be this, but then somebody else went in there and said, well, I'm making the have red eyes and blue hair. Right. You know what I'm saying?
So I seen you say something, and he said this, and he made a lot of sense. And everybody watching this, look at this. It's kind of harder for someone of melon in their skin to get off of drugs, right?
It is.
Than it is for a person that does that. And it makes sense. Tell them why. You looking like I'm crazy. Tell them why it's harder.
I will tell you why it is harder for somebody to get off drugs. And then also make sure I come back and answer your question about what's been going on for the years. Because I know people going to want to hear that too. And these are both good questions. I want to make sure I'm answering both these gentlemen. It is more difficult factually for what you call Negroid people. And the reason I use the term Negroid is because we are humans. We are the only people on the planet that can actually factually prove that we grew here with the soil and with the trees. So I have to stress, I'm not being racist, but we are not a genetically engineered people. Now, whether y'all believe in the evolution theory or whether you want to bring that up in a minute, we can talk about it, fine. But the point is this, what makes it so difficult for our specific species to get off of drugs is because our skin feeds and eats off substances based upon touch. Just like plants drink water, right? Not just in their roots, but actually on the plant, right? Our body itself has a mind of its own, right? The gut, it's called neurogastroenterology. It's like, just like people say, follow your gut brain. We actually have a brain in our gut. Mm-hmm. So we got 40,000 brain tissues in our heart. And our heart not only allows us to remember, you can think, also think with your gut.
So when it starts hurting and that means something.
Potentially, yes, or you might have something ripping it or peeling away at the layers of your stomach lining or something. And I'm not saying you're wrong, but it's like I said, we troubleshoot. I always start with the worst first.